Hey everyone, Connie Royal here, and I've got some news for you before you check out this video. So on June 8th, I will be hosting the 12-hour long summer mega stream. What this will be is 12 hours straight of gaming. It will be all kinds of different games. We will be playing stuff like Cards Against Humanity, Hearthstone, um, uh, just anything you can think of that I have. Plants vs. Zombies, Skullgirls, Card Hunter, Brawlhalla, all this kind of stuff we will be playing. It'll once again be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, June 8th. And what I am really wanting to bring up here is donations. So, if you want to say in a future reaction that I will put on this channel, you can donate to the channel. To do so, all you need to do is to donate either to my PayPal directly or by friending me on Steam and donating a game from my wish list. Once you donate, all of that will go towards the mega stream and future live streams in general. Any games you donate will be done for stream unless for some reason they can't be. And all money you donate on PayPal will go towards getting games for the streams or other stuff for the streams and stuff. It'll all be used for the channel, let's put it that way. And to donate, you can donate any amount you want, any amount you can possibly do, and it needs to be done before Friday, June 8th. Once you donate, you can also tell me directly, like, what you want me to react to. It can be a movie, a series, a fan work, and I will get to it in the future. It just not necessarily positive on exactly when. But that's all I wanted to tell you guys about, so please enjoy the video. Hey everyone, Connie here, and today we will be reacting to Steins Gate 0 episodes 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm a week late on episode 4, so I'm just packaging it together with episode 5 as well. I feel it's just the best way to do things. Now, right off the bat, you may notice the sound of the air unit. We don't have central air in my house. For those of you who may be newer or just haven't been around when I've done stuff in the summer, since we don't have central air, we have to rely on this window unit over here, and it's noisy. Unfortunately, it's all we've got, so there's no real other choice. It is loud, but hopefully it shouldn't interfere too much. From test recordings and stuff, it shouldn't. Now, as to why this video is so late today specifically, well, procrastination, of course, but also, second, I had some issues with OBS today. For the past hour or so, I've been trying to get it to basically work properly. Let me put it this way. This has happened before, but I tried testing the recording because lately I've been having issues with audio sync. So I tried testing the recording, and yep, the audio was very desynced. So I tried putting my computer into hibernate and bringing it back up, and it was still desynced. So I had to shut down the computer and completely bring it back up again in order for it to work properly. And even then, it wasn't like perfectly 100% on sync, so I don't know. At this point, I'm just going to leave it like that, and if I need to edit it afterwards, I'll freaking edit it afterwards. But also to note, I do want to mention, this is going to... There are going to be some changes here. For those of you who came from the old channel, you may know we stopped doing a scheduled release for each of our reactions and all. And the reason was pretty simple. It's just, I felt like I wanted to just do things on my own time and at my own pace. And the thing is, because of that, one of the fears I had with that did end up kind of coming true. I've been putting off a lot of reactions, most notably Dofus, and then I've been saying for the past couple weeks I wanted to get back into Ancient Magus' Bride again, but I've just kept putting it off because of procrastination and shit. So, we are going to get to scheduling again. This is a temporary thing, at least for now. We're going to see how it works again. If it ends up working well, then we'll keep it. Otherwise, we're going to probably go back to just unscheduled. What it's going to be is that on Mondays, we will react to Dofus. Wednesdays will be Steins Gate Zero. Friday will be Ancient Magus' Bride. And Saturday, of course, will be My Hero Academia and MLP. Now, there are always exceptions, like if I'm going to be gone a certain day, I will let you know ahead of time, or if something is just going on. Like, for example, this next Friday, not 2 days from now, but a week from this Friday, the 8th, let's put it that way, is the 2018 Summer Mega Stream for the channel. I will be live streaming video games from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the reason I'm doing this is, one, just because I like to, and also because it kind of it's kind of like this event with the channel. I started it this year, back in February was our first one. We're going to do another one in the fall, and so on and so forth. I just like the idea, personally. I think it's a fun idea to do every so often, and we'll have fun with it. So yeah, this one is on June 8th, and because of that, it will be all day long, so there will be no Ancient Magus' Bride on that day unless I can pre-record it. If I can pre-record it, it will be out, otherwise there won't be any on that day, unfortunately. But let's get into today's actual reaction. So Steins Gate Zero episodes 4 and 5, I don't know anything about them. Last we left off, Okabe kind of had a little moment on the roof. Mayuri seemed to see him talking to the fake, the Amadeus Kurisu, and she, I guess, got a little jealous there because it's clear that they're going for the angle that she likes him here. And as I've said, I'm fine with that because I've always kind of shipped Okabe and Mayuri more so than him with Kurisu. Not that I think Okabe and Kurisu is a terrible ship or a terrible couple or anything like that. I just think that he fits better with Mayuri. I think that he has a better relationship with her. I think that he has more just chemistry with her in general. It makes no sense to me for him to be with Kurisu. But like I said, I don't like hate the ship or couple or whatever you want to call it. It's just I prefer him with Mayuri, very much so. Yeah, I don't know where else this is going to go, though, specifically, with either of these episodes. I haven't seen or heard any spoilers, so that being said, we're just going to get this started. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So yeah, this was a very good set of episodes. I mean, I expected it as such, it being Steins Gate and all, but the main thing here is definitely Kaguri. She is like the main focus of these episodes. So we find out that when Suzuha came from the future, she didn't come alone. She initially came with Mayuri's adopted daughter, Kaguri, who, judged on her looks and all, I have to believe, since she was an orphan, I have to believe that she was, that she was no. I know, I've said the name multiple times during the episode, and I can't remember it now. Kurisu. Kurisu's daughter. During the war, Kurisu probably died, and her daughter became an orphan, and Mayuri took her in. That's my theory, at least, because she looks just like Kurisu. Even in the flashback it showed in episode 4, I thought, like, she looks like Kurisu. Not just because of the long red hair, but the face, too. And usually when they do that in a show, when a character's face has such a resemblance to another's, there's usually a reason for it. Now, not always. There are some shows that it's just like they use base models and just change a few things here and there, such as MLP. But in a show like this, I would definitely think that's intentional. So we find out that in 1998, 12 years ago, which kind of tells us when this takes place, 2010, sorry. I think. Yeah. Yeah, they said 12 years ago, right? And 1998, that would be 2010, but they also mentioned 2010 as if it were different dates. I don't know. Either way, so yeah, apparently in 1998, which was the second time that Suzuha and Kaguri visited, they got separated. Now, it's not exactly stated how they got separated, like what happened. All we know is that apparently Kaguri seemed to resent what Suzuha was doing. Kaguri didn't want Suzuha to change the future. And because of it, she pointed a gun at Suzuha, but we didn't see like really what happened next. Now we can presume that they got separated. Maybe Kaguri ended up running away, but we don't have much of any other details. So Moeka comes in again. Again, we haven't seen her, I think, since the first episode, and she comes in as basically a private investigator that Daru knows. Which is interesting way to bring her into this world line. So she helps them find out this information, finds out that apparently this group of foreign men are also searching for Kaguri, which is very interesting to know. Which means that's probably going to come into place, and I think they're going to be probably at least one of the bigger villains, or villainous type sets of characters in this in Steins Gate Zero. So yeah, we have Moeka searching for her, but it ends up Ruka finds her, because other people had gotten in on the search too. Apparently, the family that was staying with Ruka had come across her. She has this amnesia and everything, and so they call her Kana. Now, Ruka didn't realize this was Kaguri, so when Ruka brought her over, yeah, it's just like, it was just a completely separate thing, even though Ruka was already looking for Kaguri, or any information. So he didn't know that this was who they were looking for. So he brings Kaguri over, and at first she's like completely amnesiac, but then she sees Mayuri. We see that she still has the Oppa, or Upa? I think it's Upa, actually. Either way, she still has it, and when she sees Mayuri, she clearly recognizes her, but also kind of has this like almost panic attack, you could say. She kind of shuts down. Her entire brain just kind of shuts down from the shock of it all. And I mean, if it's been 12 years, I could understand. That's a long time to basically be lost and not able to find someone. So she shuts down and passes out right as Suzuha enters and gives the big reveal. Though, let's be honest, it was obvious. Like, we saw the flashback. We saw what she looked like 12 years younger. It was super obvious this was her. Like, not even a question. So, kind of trying to make that a surprise, or trying to, like, give some kind of surprising tension to the reveal from Suzuha at the end there, it didn't work in my eyes. And again, sorry for the light there. That didn't help much. Sorry about that. It's just, the light is shining in the window. It does that. Yeah, that didn't help much, and it just angles things really weird. But yeah, so we also that's not going to work. I'm sorry. You're unfortunately going to just have to deal with half my face engulfed in light. But yeah, that was definitely the big thing that this these episodes had to cover. There is also the question of whether or not Moeka is a bad guy in this world line, but I don't think she is. I think she's just kind of there, at least for now. She's just kind of an investigator, a private PI, basically. I don't think she's part of CERN here, though she could be. She could be. We also had a little bit of teasing the idea that Maho has a little bit of a crush on Okabe, which I don't know. It's just I feel like it's a little much. Well, because here's the thing: in the original series, there was definitely Kurisu who grew to form a relationship with him, and even fall in love with him, right? And there had been hints in the original series that Mayuri might have had a thing for him, and those hints have been carried over to here. That alone is fine. But to bring in another character who might have an interest in him, I don't know. I think that's a bit much. I think they're... I just don't want Maho to fall into the trap of being just a love interest character. I mean, yes, we've seen her have some relevant moments and stuff. We've seen that she has some good character to her, and she's very smart and just a really fun character. But at the same time, I just feel like she still has the ability to fall into that trap if they're not careful. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that they work things out right with her. That's all. But yeah, it's just these episodes were kind of their own self-contained little story, centering around bringing in Kaguri as a character. Now, they still connect to everything else that had happened, of course, but I definitely think that there's going to be more going on. Now, the thing with Mayuri, at the end of the last episode before these, episode 3, Mayuri seemed to run away in sorrow after hearing Okabe talking to Amadeus Kurisu on the roof. And the next time he sees her, she's all happy and everything, and nothing's ever kind of brought up again throughout these 2 episodes between them. So it's clear that she's hiding her feelings inside about this. Something's bothering her, but she's putting on a happy face, basically. I really, really am interested to see where that goes. Also, we get some continuation with just Okabe and his feelings regarding Amadeus Kurisu. He does clearly know that she's not real, that it's not really her. I'm not going to say like he's even falling into a false belief that it could be. He does truly know it's not really her. But at the same time, I think he's instead falling into the mindset that it doesn't matter. That it's still a form of Kurisu, and that it's still someone who's important to him. Someone who he needs in his life, which is why he refused to give her up and asked for more time. Because he feels like he needs her in his life, like he needs her to feel complete. And it's really depressing. It's really sad that that's where his mindset is. But at the same time, you could also say, oh, it's kind of sweet. I mean, it shows how much he did love Kurisu. But it's harsh. It's a harsh thing to think about. And I just feel like it's probably not going to end well for him. Now, as to where this series is going to go, this, I guess you could say, season, I really have no clue. I mean, we've already found Kaguri. She recognized Mayuri. Things are just like, where are they going to go from here? Where could they go from here? Like, I mean, we have the thing with the other people who were searching for Kaguri, and that's probably going to be the most, like, currently going storyline, dealing with them. But what about after? Like, I don't know, how many episodes is this? I think this is going to be in the 20s with its episodes, but I'm not 100% on that. And I can't even check with my anime list because it's currently down for maintenance. Let me see if I can find it. Trying to see here. I just want to find out how many episodes. That's all. Okay, hold on. The anime began airing in Japan from April 12th, 2018, and is planned to air for 23 episodes. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking around 25, just a little less. So yeah, 23 episodes. There's a lot that can go into that. Because what we've got so far, we've only got, well, there's currently 8 episodes released. I just watched 4 and 5 because that's the most recent released in the English, which I'm currently, that's what I'm watching for. But yeah, it's like, there's a lot, like, where's this gonna go? I'm just not sure at this point. I really don't know, but I'm actually excited about that to a degree because it means that it's doing a good job in keeping us kind of in the dark about what their plans for the series is. Because while I say that knowing things ahead of time or being able to predict things isn't a necessarily bad thing, and I stand by that, okay, what I'm trying to say here is that while it's okay, and I even like a lot of episodes where I can predict things, I also like a lot of situations where I can't. I like both sides of the spectrum for different reasons and for different examples. Like with episodes of MLP, if I can tell where an episode's going to go and how it's going to end, as long as the episode still is good, that's what matters to me. It does, like, it being predictable isn't a big deal. But with Steins Gate Zero, the fact that it's not predictable and it's kind of leaving you in the dark on where it's going to ultimately head, I like that. I mean, you can come up with theories, but there's no actual evidence as to where it's going to go for now. I like that it's doing that because this is the kind of show that I feel needs that. It is in part a mystery, so yeah, I really enjoyed these 2 episodes. And I want to hear what you think as well. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of episodes 4 and 5 of Steins Gate Zero. Tell me your thoughts on just the fact that Maho seemed to be stalked, and not just by this Judy character. Your thoughts on whether or not Moeka is good or bad in this world line. And where you think this entire storyline with Shina Kagari is going to go. Tell me your thoughts on all of that and more in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie Royal, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all